Be me. Notice Ivy the way you notice a light that never flickers. Steady presence, never flashy, never asking to be seen. Still impossible to ignore once you actually look. Ivy sits near the window, always headphones, always typing like she's having a private conversation with the keyboard. Doesn't join office chatter, doesn't do the "how was your weekend" performance, does her work, does it well, vanishes the second her tasks are done. People call her shy, but shy people try to disappear. Ivy doesn't disappear, she just doesn't waste energy. First real interaction happens in a meeting. I'm presenting something I rushed, make a tiny mistake, and Kyle, professional know-it-all, leans forward. Mouth opens to "help." Before Kyle can speak, Ivy quietly raises a hand. "I think the number on slide 6 is from the previous data set," she says. I blink. Check. Feel my face warm. She's right. Fix it. Keep going. After the meeting, I walk to her desk. Approach gently like loudness might startle her. "Hey," I say, "oh, thank you. You saved me." Ivy takes off one headphone. Just one. Looks up like she's granting me a limited time audience. "I didn't save you," she says. "I prevented Kyle from speaking." Then puts the headphone back on. I stand there stunned, then laugh. And for the first time, Ivy's almost smiling. Decide not to force friendship. Don't become the guy who stands at her desk for 10 minutes. Do the opposite. Keep it small, a good morning that doesn't demand a response. A quick question about a process, a nice catch in chat. One day I bring an extra coffee, set it on the edge of her desk. Ivy looks at it. She types. Hits send, phone buzzes. Ivy. "Is this bribery?" I smile, type back. Me. "Yes. Bribe me with your continued existence in this office." Ivy. "Okay." But she takes the coffee. Next day she waits for the elevator with me. Coworker walks by and whispers, "Dude, you're like the Ivy Whisperer." I look at him. "She's a person." He nods like that's a radical new concept. Lunchtime. I sit at my usual table. Ivy walks past, pauses. "Do you mind if I sit here?" she asks quietly. My heart does something stupid. "No," I say casually. "Go for it." Ivy sits down, and that is the introvert equivalent of letting you into a secret garden. Find out Ivy has a whole personality by accident. I mention books, not even trying to impress anyone, just complaining to Marcus. I'm trying to read more, but everything I pick feels like homework. Ivy, who has been silently eating lunch like a peaceful woodland creature, looks up. "What are you reading?" she asks. Voice different, more awake. I tell her the title. Ivy makes a face. Polite face. "That author writes like they hate joy," she says. I laugh. "Thank you? I thought I was broken." Ivy's eyes soften a fraction. "You're not broken. You just have taste." Then she reaches into her bag, pulls out a book, slides it across the table. "Read this," she says. I stare. "Is this an Ivy recommendation?" She looks away. "Yes." Over the next week, we start a ritual. I bring her the book back with sticky notes, marking the parts that made me laugh or pause. She reads my notes quietly, secretly. Next day, she slides a new book across. Her facial expressions stay minimal, but sometimes, when she forgets to guard it, I catch a smile. Feels like finding sunlight under a closed door. Ivy's quietness fools people, makes them think she won't fight back. So Kyle tries to take credit for her work in a meeting, presents metrics Ivy built, full confidence. I watch Ivy's hands tighten on her pen. Expect silence. Instead, Ivy calmly unmutes her mic. "Quick correction," she says, neutral tone. "Those metrics were built from my model. Kyle doesn't have access to the repository yet." Room goes quiet. Kyle laughs awkwardly. "Right, yeah, I meant..." Ivy doesn't argue, doesn't raise her voice, just shares her screen. Time-stamped commit log. Her name, her work, receipts. Kyle goes pale. I stare at Ivy like she just pulled a sword out from under the table. After the meeting, Kyle vanishes. Office buzzes with whispered admiration. I walk to Ivy's desk. I start. Ivy exhales slowly, hands trembling slightly. "I hate confrontation," she murmurs. I lower my voice. "You handled it perfectly." Ivy looks up, eyes bright with leftover adrenaline. "I don't mind being quiet," she says softly. "I mind being treated like I'm invisible." My chest tightens. "Yeah," I say. "I get that." She stares a second, then nods like she just filed me under. Safe. And that feels huge. First time Ivy has a bad day. She doesn't tell anyone. She just goes quieter. Shoulders creep up toward her ears, eyes on her screen. I don't crowd her. I just slide a bottle of water onto her desk. Quiet, no demand. Ivy doesn't look up. What is this? Hydration, I say. Pause. Then she types. Phone buzzes. Ivy, my brain is loud today. I stare at the message, then type. Me. Want company or space? Ivy, space, but stay nearby. My chest warms, so I stay. Not hovering, not in her face. Later, when the office thins out, she says quietly, "Can you walk with me for a minute?" We go outside. She keeps her arms crossed. "I'm not good at people," she says suddenly. I look at her. "You're good at the right people." She freezes like she doesn't know where to put that, then looks away and mutters, "Don't say things like that." I smile gently. "Why?" She whispers, voice tiny. "Because I might believe you." My heart softens so fast it scares me. Realize Ivy likes me when she gets jealous. New hire joins, laughing at my jokes a little too hard, touching my arm, the usual. Ivy watches from her desk like she's witnessing a minor crime. Later, I walk into the break room. Ivy's there making tea. Doesn't look at me, she just says, "She's energetic." I blink. "Who?" Ivy narrows her eyes. "Don't play dumb." I try not to smile. "Is this jealousy?" Ivy scoffs. "No." I tilt my head. "Then what is it?" Ivy stirs her tea aggressively. "It's observation." "Uh-huh." She finally looks at me, cheeks slightly pink. "She laughs too much," Ivy says. I choke. "That's your complaint?" Ivy nods. "Yes." I laugh, helpless. Ivy's mouth twitches. Then quietly she says, "I don't like it when people treat you like you're available." My chest tightens. I step a little closer. "I am available." Ivy freezes. I smile softly. "But not to everyone." She stares like her brain has to process the implication, then looks away, cheeks pink. "Oh," she's attached. "Don't confess at the office." Ivy deserves privacy. Ask her to go to a bookstore cafe on Saturday. She agrees, which in Ivy language is basically a bouquet of flowers. We walk between shelves. Ivy touches book spines like she's greeting old friends. At the cafe, she sits across from me with her tea, hands wrapped around the cup like it's grounding her. I take a breath. "Ivy." She looks up. "I like you," I say gently. Ivy blinks once, then twice, then looks down at her tea like it might save her. "I assumed," she says quietly. I stare. "You assumed?" She nods slightly. "You're obvious." I laugh softly. "Okay, do you—" She cuts in, voice small. "I like you too." My chest warms. Her eyes flick up to mine, then away again. "I'm not good at normal relationship things," she admits. I smile. "Me neither. We'll learn." She hesitates. "Work, gossip." "I don't care," I say. Her gaze sharpens. "I care." I nod. "Okay, we'll be mature." She exhales, then barely audible. "Can I hold your hand?" My heart melts. "Yes," I say. Reach across slow. Ivy slides her hand into mine like it's the bravest thing she's done all week. And it feels like winning something I didn't even know I was hoping for. Outside near the bookstore entrance, she looks up and says, "I don't kiss in public." I smile. "Okay." Then she adds softer, "But I want to." I lean in gently. She meets me halfway. Kiss is small. Dating Ivy isn't flashy. It's comfort. She sends me a meme at 9:03 a.m. every day. If it's 9:10 and I don't get one, I know she's stressed. I learn to bring her tea without asking. She learns to rest her head on my shoulder when she's tired instead of pretending she isn't. At work, people notice. Marcus leans over my desk one day and whispers, "Is Ivy smiling?" I look up. Ivy walks past, glances at me. Marcus gasps softly. "She's in love." I throw a pen at him. One afternoon, a coworker tries to gossip. "So, are you two like a thing?" Ivy answers before I can. "Yes," she says calmly. "No, you don't get details." Coworker blinks. I stare at Ivy, impressed. Later in the elevator, I say, "That was hot." Ivy sighs. Don't. I smile. It was. Her cheeks go faintly pink. She looks at me. I don't need everyone to understand. I just need you to. My chest tightens. I do, I say. I see you. Her eyes soften. Then she leans into me just slightly as the elevator doors open. And in that small, brave motion, I realize the truth. My dream girl isn't loud. She's Ivy, steady, funny, brilliant, choosing me in the quietest way. And somehow that feels bigger than anything.